3. Yep.
Ciao, everybody, and welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. And this is episode 5 of our podcast. So it seems to be doing well. So we're going to keep providing you the stuff that you kind of like. I'm Julian Giannani. With me, as always, is Alejandro Fonsello. What's up, dude?
I'm good. Last podcast of the year.
Last podcast of the year because it is.
Yeah. No, wait.
Yeah. Probably because
probably,
it's not like holiday season.
Yeah, probably.
At the time of recording, this is almost directly after match day 19. So when you guys watch this, it'll be directly after. And these are some of the quotes that are going to be coming out. And we're going to be talking about probably the transfer market and all that stuff, all that noise. First, do you want to just touch on anything about the Cagliari game? I know we already did a video, but do you really?
No.
They're a bad team. So.
I think the biggest takeaway is that Atalanta dropped points against a bad Genoa side. So, we're back in it. Like a few weeks ago, it was like 10 points.
Yeah.
And it's 4 now, which is also frustrating because we dropped points against Venezia for no reason at all.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like 4 points is, even with the tough schedule we have coming in January, it's still manageable.
Yep.
If you start playing better football.
Yeah, that's the key. We need to start playing better because these last 5 games.
Yeah.
Ever since the Atalanta loss, we had the 5 probably easiest games you could possibly have, and we got the results except for the one Venezia game. However, it's still nothing to be proud of.
And
on the pitch.
I'm not even asking for Pep Guardiola football. I'm just asking for decent football that's sustainable to make top 4 because we don't have the quality to compete. I'm sorry. In my opinion, we have too many super inconsistent players. Like
average, inconsistent.
Yeah, because I said it before. Look at the Milan squad. It's not that Milan have an amazing squad. They don't. You've seen that in Europe. Like they don't have an amazing squad.
Yeah.
But they're consistent. Like they know what to do.
Yep.
And they do that with maybe lesser quality and also players on lesser wages. So, again, it just needs to be.
If they can do it, we can do it.
Yeah. Like we said it before. Like he needs to do with the players he has. It's what it is.
Yep. So basically, this is a recap of the calendar year. We are currently, as it stands, 5th, but we have played one match more than Roma and Fiorentina, so it could change all tomorrow. We are 4 points down from 4th place, though, which is Atalanta. That's not going to change because they drew today, as we've mentioned. And the top 3 are still not really in distance of us, if I'm going to be honest. So we'll move on because we got some quotes. We got some tasty quotes here. One of them's from Allegri post Cagliari, and then one of them's from Arrivabene talking about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, we have 2 Allegri quotes basically.
Yeah. Okay, so the first Allegri comment about post Cagliari is goals for midfield ? Arthur doesn't score big goals. Locatelli scores a few. McKennie, Bentancur, and Rabiot have to score. But Rabiot tends to drop back. In the first half, he had the right timing, but he couldn't shoot. We have to work a lot.
Yeah, I just put that quote in because he took him off at halftime. We know we struggle, and the transfer market is coming up. Arthur is rumored to be leaving, and he's been starting the last 2 games. Weird enough.
Yeah.
The timing is very strange, but like according to reports, he's probably leaving. But then
maybe it's showcasing him.
Yeah, honestly. I don't know, but then it doesn't make sense if you read the other reports and the comments saying we're not gonna bring a midfielder in. Then why are you gonna let Arthur leave? You need to keep him because like you need to play so many games. The injuries, like you saw today, you need him. Somehow you need him. So I don't really get that. That's kind of strange, but yeah, we need goals from midfield. He said
desperately.
Locatelli scores a few. For me, Locatelli is the biggest threat out of them all. Bar McKennie, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I think anywhere outside the box, I think Locatelli's our biggest goal threat. Inside the box, it's definitely McKennie from the midfielders.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he was right. Like I remember that instant. Like Rabiot had a good opportunity to take a shot, and he decided to don't take a shot. And at the end of the game, maybe it was 91 minute 91. Betancourt had a shot to take a shot. Had a chance to take a shot, and he just laid it out to the side for some weird reason. It's 2-0. Not even then he
won't shoot.
Yeah, not even then he tells himself, "I'm gonna take a shot here." He just said, "No, just lay it down." So that's worrying.
Then you got guys like Bernardeschi taking shots while he's falling, skying it over.
Yeah.
Again, we're not pooping on Bernardeschi because he had a fine game today.
Do you expect, like, he says we need to work on that, but I remember him saying this in his last season. I remember Sarri saying that, Pirlo saying it, and now Allegri once again. It's been 3-4 years, same players. Like, who are we fooling? Like, it's not gonna happen.
What's the saying? You can't teach an old goat new tricks.
Yeah, like remember Vidal, Marquisio, Pirlo. Like we scored.
Those guys scored all the time.
Like they almost had all double figures in goals at the end of the game. Like it was insane. Yeah, Pogba. Like it was insane. Now, if they hit double figures combined, we should be happy. We didn't even did that last season. I'm pretty sure about that. So
I think we have 4 this year from midfield. Do you count Bernardeschi as a midfielder?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so we have 4. 2 from Locatelli and 2 from
McKennie.
Yeah,
that's not good enough. That is not good enough because
no.
Like look at all the teams like Malinovsky, even Barella scores goals. I forgot the name from the Milan one. Fuck! I'm forgetting names now.
Brahim Diaz.
Yeah, but the Inter one.
You said Barella.
Yeah, but
like Çalhanoğlu scoring goals.
Yeah, and Napoli had
Gagliardini scoring goals.
That's a fucked up part. Even he's scoring goals. Yeah, like he's an average player and he's scoring goals. But again, and I don't know who that was. I think it was Beppe Bergomi. He said something like that. He said like if your team plays better, then they will start scoring goals. And I was like, we played kind of good a period under Sarri, under Pirlo, and they still didn't score goals. So I think it's just quality-wise, they don't have it. Like they're scared to take a shot, and that's as simple as that.
Yeah, for sure. You need help from midfield both ways, defending and attacking. That's their role on the field. So will we get help? We'll find out.
I don't think
shortly enough. Yeah, we'll find out shortly enough. Again, we had 6 from McKennie last year, I think, and again 2 from this year, and Locatelli's got 2, and then we got zip from everybody else. So we'll move on from the midfield conversation. Well, from that post-match report, and now we'll move on to the next one. We've done well in the last few games. I'd be happy to arrive at the end of February with this gap to fight for the top 4 places. I say this because in January and February we have all the direct matches. Then our schedule will be easier. So because obviously it mirrors the first part of the season.
No, the schedule's flipped. They're random now. In the second part of the season, it changed. It's not the same. That's why we have the big games at the start. All of them, like a lot of them, like it flipped. It's new, and I think we have a big. I think we have Roma on the last game or Lazio on the last game of the season away from home. Yeah.
Oh.
So it flipped. Oh my god! Take my light down. So it flipped. So that's what he's saying. So we took a look at like. I'm kind of surprised he said that because usually he doesn't come out saying these things like we have an easier schedule. So I don't know if I need to worry. Maybe like my thought process is like he's even thinking ahead. Like if we pick up some few points here at the start. We don't lose games against these top teams, and then we have a quite easy run. We need to pick up points and let
All of
them,
things, yeah.
and let them fight it out among each other until you face Inter at home once again, or Lazio alone at home. Excuse me. I found it very strange that he said that. I was surprised when he said that, because usually
it's a complete 180 because before Cagliari, he's like they shouldn't, or they're at a spot where they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And they were hyping them up, and I was like, wait a minute. And now he's saying this, so weird.
It's very weird, but he's kind of right. Like, that's the thought process we have to keep. Like we did it with this string of games. We did the same thing.
Yep.
But yeah, the January is gonna be mad. Like it's Napoli, it's Inter in the Supercoppa, it's Milan, it's Sampdoria, and it's
Roma.
Oh, it's Roma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Udinese, not Sampdoria.
Oh, Roma. I thought we played Roma in the last game of the season. That's what I said.
No. We played Napoli and then Roma right back to back. Like the 6th and the 9th.
Let me check, because I have them here. So we have. Okay, we come. Oh yeah, Napoli at home, Roma away. Three games after that, and 3 days after that we have Inter in the Supercoppa, then Udinese, Sampdoria in the Coppa Italia, and we end January with Milan away. And then we have Verona at home, we have Atalanta away, Torino at home, then we have Champions League, Empoli, Spezia, Champions League, Samp, Salernitana, Inter, Cagliari, Bologna, Sassuolo, Venezia, Genoa. Oh, Lazio on the last, how do you say that? Not the last
second
one.
Last week?
Yeah.
Penultimate?
Yeah, and then Fiorentina away on the last match day. That's insane.
Yeah.
So he's kind of right. Like there will be. He said February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like he looked at it, because February ends with Empoli. It starts with Empoli. Yeah. So the last day of February it's Empoli, and then it's all easy, and it's easy, quote unquote. Then it's all only Inter until the last 2 games. It's Lazio and Fiorentina. So he looked at it and he basically said, like, we need to pick some points against these big teams, and then we need to go on a run, and then in the last 2 games we need to bring it home in some big games. Which it's new for him.
Yeah, he's already looking down the schedule, like 19 games, and he's already looking at more. Like,
or maybe
you gotta see where he could pick up points.
Yeah, or maybe he does that always, but it's the first time he tells us.
Yeah, could be it.
But yeah, to be honest, we as fans, we do the same thing.
Of course. We do that, like you said, we just did that in December. Like, we need to win all these games. These teams are all crap. We need to win them all.
I'm going back to game by game now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm back on game by game modus.
Yep.
Because I watched Villarreal a few minutes, and oh my god, they're picking up steam now.
Villarreal? Yeah.
Yeah. They're playing. Yeah. I said it, and people were basically not calling me out, but saying, "Oh, but they're 15 in the league." I'm like, I don't know how, but they shouldn't be 15, and they will climb up the table really quickly.
Back. Yep.
And I was watching, I would say, like 20 minutes of the game. I had it on, and yeah, they're picking it up. It won't be easy, also, but we still need to win that game over 2 legs, but it won't be a walkover.
Yeah, I agree. Then he goes on to say, to finish the report, we have worked better in the last 2 weeks compared to the others. Apart from the first 3 games, we have the right numbers to fight for the top places. Unfortunately, the start penalized us. Not Verona, not Sassuolo.
Yeah.
They didn't penalize us.
Yeah, I know.
So that's weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
So he's talking more about the schedule and the standings, which is fine. Like, now we've hit a landmark point of the season, halfway through Christmas break time, and you can see all half of your work, basically.
He also said Dybala and Chiesa were fit, but I didn't want to risk him. I wanted to have him ready for January, so I was not taking any risks. That's what he said. So he said they're both fit, but
yeah,
I was not taking any risks, which I'm okay
with. In hindsight, I'm okay with that.
No, even at the start, like, you need to beat Cagliari with the team you put out
Yeah.
You need to beat them. Like they're a bad team, so
Yeah, they're very bad.
it shouldn't be an excuse. So I'm fine with that. I think the most positive thing is Chiesa's back. Because like, again, he wasn't playing great. I get that, but it's still better than what we have now up front.
Yeah.
That's that's what I'm saying. And also, he said something weird on Morat. Which makes me believe that they might even bring in a striker because, like, he was
Oh,
saying,
the weak mentality or something.
like he was not playing well as a
Yeah.
striker, basically. So I pulled him to the wing. I put Keane in it,
Yeah, they swapped. I remember that mid first half.
and I was like, yeah. And I was like, but he came out with the quotes, and I was like, you're changing your striker, like like he's your main striker, and you're saying he's not doing his job. So that's worrying. That's not positive to end the year. Because he basically threw him kind of under the bus. Because he said like he was being frustrating on the field, like he was not doing what he needed to do.
Did you hear during the game? You could hear Allegri yelling, Alvaro or Alva or whatever he calls him.
Yeah,
I heard that from the broadcast. I was like, holy crap!
Yeah, something.
Bro, what are you doing? I wish I could understand Italian better, or like during that short clip. We'll move on to Arrivabene because, this is like I said, this is the elephant in the room. So here it is. It's easy to talk about attachment to the jersey, more difficult to show it. Some players are more attached to their agent than to the jersey. That's a shot fired. We have excellent relationships with the players, and that's a weird thing to go back right against. So like, Matthijs de Ligt was with his agent Raiola, and they want a new they want a new challenge, correct?
Yeah.
And apparently de Ligt is on the same page as Raiola.
Yeah.
So he's gone. Yeah,
but okay. So he also said like you can read it. I will say what I think after.
Okay. Okay. So Arrivabene goes on to say, Dybala is our number 10. De Ligt is a great defender. They have to do their job. Dybala had a lot of problems, but when he played, he did well. What De Ligt has done in front of everyone's eyes, when the time comes, we will talk.
So I don't like he did that at this stage of the season. Like Raiola does that always. And maybe this is all new for Arrivabene, and I know people like if he said this in May, I will be like, fine, you know.
Yeah.
If he said these quotes at the end of the season, I will be like, okay, fine. Oh, you say why? But now it's mid-season. Like we shouldn't be fueling these things. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't give the media
it's halfway
something.
Through the year only. It's only halfway through
we
the
shouldn't
year.
give the media something to go off with, because that's what he did now. Because maybe he didn't meant it like that, you know.
Yeah.
But the media, you know what's gonna happen. Like you know what is going to happen, and you know Raiola will react at some point. You know what's going to happen, and that doesn't make sense. Like it's not helping any. Like the Raiola quotes already were strange. The timing, only if your manager is not Raiola. But
exactly.
Him reacting
every December he comes out and says shit.
Yeah, but him reacting in this way, like I know a lot of fans will go with it because like it's true. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he also said that about Dybala as agent because he didn't sign that deal, Dybala, because what Momblano said, his agent needs to resolve some issues, so we cannot act as an agent in Italy for Dybala because he has some issues.
Oh my god.
And the club is basically not happy with it and kind of pushing Dybala from, okay, what are we doing here? Like, this is not okay. Like, not saying find another manager, but this is not okay. Like, this needs to be resolved.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense for anyone. Like, I said it before, he can, knock on wood, he can break something and it's done. He's not getting his money and the club is saying, yeah, we're pulling out or we're giving you 5 million because we don't know what's going to happen when you come back from injury. Like, it doesn't make sense. The situation, that's what Momblano said. And to be honest, it kind of makes sense because Romeo said it's bureaucratic paperwork. So
issues, yeah.
So it should be true. Maybe he isn't official his agent. I don't know what's the problem. But he's also talking about his agent. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't like the comments at the moment because it's gonna fuel the media. They're gonna have their way with it. It's gonna the next interview the Lig is gonna have after a game. He's gonna be asked about it.
100%.
Like the day he joined, we all knew he was not gonna stay forever. Like the moment you put in a release clause in the contract,
Yeah.
it's kind of telling to me. I think they 150 million euros at the time maybe didn't sound weird, but now with the pandemic and stuff, I think Raiola's like, oh, what now? And he's doing this to basically put pressure on the club.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, that's fair. Yeah, Raiola, wherever he can make money, he's going to make money. Whether that's a new deal, because he gets money if he signs a new deal as well.
Yeah.
Not as much, but he still gets a new deal, or still gets some bank. And he's starting to feel the fire, like you said. Every December he comes out, says stuff about Pogba, says stuff about now it's De Ligt, and sometimes about someone else, his high-profile players, and here we go. The circus begins.
Yeah, and that's why I preferred him not to say it because like it's taking part of the circus.
He's feeding the circus.
Yeah. That's
Arrivabene.
Yeah, he's doing like. I was kind of shocked because I just put on my TV when he was talking.
Yeah.
And I want to say that I went back a few seconds because I was like, did I misunderstood that?
Yeah.
I went back and it was that serious, and I was like, okay, kind of weird. Like, and also, it's now like 5-6 games that Cherubini is not talking. Usually, he talks. Like it was always Paratici, it was always Marotta, and now it's him.
Arrivabene, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there. To be honest,
maybe Cherubini is so busy.
I doubt that.
I'm kidding.
And you also said like Arrivabene talked about money, and he said like I'm here to build a healthy club. The past, I don't care about the past. He said like I'm here. We're doing it basically my way now. What happened in the past is the past.
He is the businessman. Yeah, he is the businessman. Yeah. He is not. He's not what's. He's obviously trying to do what's best for the club, but what comes first is the books. And I think that's the reality that this club is going into.
Yeah.
It's not fantasy calcio anymore.
No, I agree.
Which at some point it was. Like we were signing Ronaldo, Higuain, and we were signing De Ligt for all these sums of money. But now, don't expect that.
No.
And then, he goes on to say,
you read that.
From Tutto Sport though, the next report.
Oh, wait, yeah, we'll go into that because that's transfer things, but that's basically the same thing. He's being very strict, which is kind of fine because I don't want to waste money, and we wasted a lot of money. So maybe we needed someone with. How do you want to say it? Like no previous history in the game.
Yeah, he ran Ferrari or whatever.
Yeah,
and they seem to be doing well.
He's just a businessman. Maybe he doesn't even know what's happening in football. Like Marotta had an eye for football, like talent wise and all those things. He had that. That's not a joke with the eye thing, but he had an eye for it.
Yep.
Arrivabene, maybe it's just strictly numbers, and maybe that's positive. I don't know. But yeah,
when they get into that meeting or the board meeting when they're trying to sign a player, Arrivabene sees player X. He doesn't see Locatelli.
Yeah. He's basically going because the reports are that basically he's just going. What is his age? Does he have sell on value? And then he goes and make up the numbers. That's what he does.
Yep.
Which, like, if Cherubini is that guy to find players, maybe that's a good match. But again, I've never seen anything from Cherubini. Like Locatelli was an obvious signing. Like it was obvious. It was obvious for months. He did that with very limited funds, but he also brought in Keane. So he needs a decent window, and it won't be easy because
Yeah.
we know the situation of the club. It's not easy, so it's also not fair to judge him now, in my opinion. I don't think even
for
after
sure.
this summer, I don't think that's fair. Also,
I think it's fair to judge after the summer. Winter,
but
no, I have no expectations. But the summer, I understand that there's no money. But if he's
okay.
gonna end up selling the lit and he's gonna get all
That's a
this
different.
money,
Okay, that's something different. Okay,
yeah,
but yeah. If you get 150 million euros, that's fine. But that can also be a curse because
you get the
teams
Gareth
know
Bale. Remember Gareth Bale sold to Real Madrid.
teams know you have 150, you're getting 150 million euros. Maybe not now, but and also people need to understand no team is paying us 150 million euros cash. It's going to be spread over years. Maybe that's in the deal already, in the clause that it will be spread over years. Maybe you need to pay Raiola some of the money, probably. Yeah,
Oh,
we
100%.
did that with Pogba. Like we gave him almost 30 mil. It's insane. But I think people think you're getting 150 mil and he can spend 150 million euros. That's not gonna happen.
That's
Also,
not the case. That's not the case.
like if he can spend 80 mil up from that, that's already big. That's already a
Yep.
lot. If he gets 80 mil from that from the club to spend, and let's be honest, what can you bring in with 80 mil when you need to replace the leg? Probably the backup center backs, a striker, the midfield, left back. Like we have so many holes. I still think it's kind of unfair to him.
No, I'm like, we know it's not going to be the most perfect summer, but you can still judge him based on what he does. Like if he signs some scrub left back, you can judge him.
Oh yeah.
But
I know
yeah,
that.
you know what I mean. Like if you wasted 20 mil on the scrub left back, you can judge him on that.
Yeah,
But we all, like, a normal fan knows not everything's going to happen overnight. It's going to take a couple of years. But I can still judge him based on what he does. Like you said with Keane, that's horrible.
yeah, there was panic, like the club panic.
Yeah.
Then like
Yeah.
Ronaldo, like just pure panic. But I mean, with judging him, like him, let's say not being able to bring in Vlahovic, and like we know what people are thinking. And Tchouaméni, like let's say that he brings in Vlahovic and Milenkovic, people will lose their mind. They will. I will tell you that now.
Wait, the defender or the guy from Lazio?
The defender, because you need a
Oh,
defender.
Milenko. Okay, yeah.
And let's say you bring in him and Vlahovic. I will tell you now, people will lose their mind. They will go, it's not good enough, but that's the money we have. If we do that.
Wait, they'll say that's not good enough. I'll say that's fine.
Oh, if that's the standard, okay. But you know that's not gonna happen among fans,
Yeah.
because we have so many holes, and that's why I'm saying, like, selling the leg.
Yeah.
People think it's gonna be maybe like a Zidane situation, which I don't
Oh,
think.
getting Nedved and Buffon and all that.
Yeah, but
Thuram.
that those were different times. Like with 80 mil,
exactly.
like with 80 mil now, you're getting, like, we paid, like, just look at the prices. Just look at the prices.
Yep.
It's not 2000 or 2003. It's 22, and the prices are insane. Like they're just. We pay almost 40 million euros with bonuses for Kulusevski. What do you think quality will cost you?
Even more.
So I think people who are going, oh, but we're getting 150 mil are not really grasping the situation we are in. Also, like squad wise, how it's built.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if he leaves, I think we are in big trouble. I'll keep saying it, and people say, oh, but he's not the only defender out there. No, he's not, but he's the only top 5 defender out there, and him leaving means you have Bonucci and Rugani, because I'm not gonna count Chiellini because he's out. I don't know why he's out, but he's out. So I forgot about him, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw him today with the ball. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, so
why are you hurt? What did you do?
So you need to replace 2, basically, maybe 3, because Rugani, nobody rates him, me included. So how is that beneficial? Selling the league, getting 150 mil, and need to replace so many things. I don't get that, but that's just me then.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on from the Tutto Sport then. Just don't even bother.
Yeah, well, Yeah, you can. It's on.
So Arrivabene in January will block all excessive deals. So that means incoming excessive deals, correct?
Yeah.
The only sustainable buy Juventus is that of Icardi on loan without an obligation to buy. That's smart. That's my first impression. That's a smart thing to say. Is it good enough? Probably not. But the way the deal would be structured, if it's just a dry 6-month loan, that's fine to have.
Yeah, like I think that's what has been reported ever since he joined us, that he's gonna do these things. Don't waste money, which is fine because I don't like the January window. I said it before.
Exactly.
Like it's not the summer window. It's just quick fixes.
Yeah.
And probably most of the time it doesn't really work out. Most of the time it's just loan deals. Do I rate Icardi that highly? Not really. Not anymore.
No.
I know some do. Will I take him on a dry loan until the end of the season? Maybe yes. Maybe yes, because like Morata.
If there's nothing else out there, I do. I
just
would.
maybe yes. You never know. Maybe it clicks and you start hitting goals. You never know. Like who knows? It's worth a shot until the end of the season. But that's it. For me, that's it. Also, even if you cannot get Vlahovic, I still think it's a waste of money. 50 mil or something like that. He's 29. I think he will be 29.
He's he's my age. So yeah, he will be 29 next year.
Okay. Like his last couple of years hasn't been good. Like let's be real. So even if we don't get Vlahovic, I still don't think we should getting Icardi.
Oh no way.
Then I rather take a punt on Alvarez and Scamacca. In my opinion.
And Jonathan David.
Yeah, that like I don't have anything against Jonathan David because I like him. I watched him play over here, but I genuinely think the club never heard of him. Like I really do. Like they have no way. Not I'm maybe putting it into, how do you want to say it? Into
putting words in their mouth.
Yeah, no, making it sound crazy, but like I don't think they have watched him up close to think, okay, he may be an option for us. Which is kind of insane. Like it's insane.
For sure.
It's insane.
You said this so many times. Like, you don't like, and I'm starting to get on that bandwagon too. I don't think that the scouting team goes beyond like Southern Europe.
Excuse me?
Like to scout, like you know what I mean? They don't go to the northern leagues.
No, no. I don't get that. I've said it many times before. I'm not just saying because I live in Belgium, but there are actually good players out here, and the past have shown that. Like it's not that it's fluke. It's not flukes. It's almost every year one will leave into a big competition. Almost every year, and I would say like 70% of them they kind of make it. Some of them are world beaters now. Courtois, De Bruyne, Koulibaly. Just like very good players. But even the others, like they still have a good career. Like Malinovsky is a good player. I think Castagna is a good player. Like as an option, as a cheap option back then. Mele at Atalanta, like cheap options to back up your main option. And we have no idea what is happening. Which is. Not just Belgium, also the Netherlands, because like, have we ever brought someone in from there? That's not obvious.
So the Lit's the only one. I guess the Hatteran, but like that's not.
Yeah, we got screwed. Got screwed. But let's.
Who was that? Aljaro Elia, who was horrible.
Yeah, but that was also kind of. But let's take for example the Ketelaere. Like, he's the next one. He's the next one up. He's gonna play for the Belgian national team. I think at the World Cup. I'm almost convinced about it. Like, if he doesn't start, I will be shocked. Like I would be very shocked if he wouldn't start at that point. They want 30 mil. Maybe you can get it for 25 plus bonuses. Is that a lot of money? I don't think so. If you pay 24 for McKennie.
Yeah, in
Is that
relative situations, it's not that
yeah?
much.
Is that a shot? Yeah, but like he's actually talented. Like he is.
Yeah,
Um,
and he's got Champions League experience now. He played
and he
against
played
City
very
and
good.
PSG. And yeah, I was going to say, and he played decently. And like you said, he's on the international stage now with Belgium, top ranked team in the world. Obviously, doesn't matter about rankings, but
Yeah.
they're a great team. So he's got pedigree. Weston McKennie didn't have much pedigree. And
Yeah.
like you said, they dished out the coin for him. Why can't they dish out the coin for De Ketelaere? I don't know. Or a player like De Ketelaere, let's say.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It shouldn't be
Yeah.
him, but just in general, like how much money did Koulibaly join Napoli? I don't remember, but it wasn't
I
more
don't
than
remember.
15, 60 mil.
I can check
Like
transfer
De
market
Bruyne,
if you really care.
remember back in the years, De Bruyne left for Chelsea for under 10 mil.
Yep.
Courtois, same.
Yep.
Like even back then, we had no clue what was happening.
Now, is that because they just want, like, they're just used to Southern Europeans and South Americans, or what why is that?
I have no idea. I actually have no idea. Like I don't know.
7.75 million euros
Oh yeah.
from Genk to Napoli.
Milinkovic Savic, he played I watched him play live.
Yeah.
He was like it was obvious. Like he stayed like for 6 months and he was gone. Like he played under 21 Euros and he was amazing and he was gone. But his talent was obvious. Like it's just obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you cannot get around it. It's clear. At the moment, it's maybe kind of less, but it will pick up. Like in 2 years' time, there will be new one, and that's why I said the
Yep.
Ketelare, like just to put out the name there. Can be
Milinkovic Savic from Genk to Lazio
yeah,
is 12 million.
I know, and they got an option, and Gang made a mistake. Like they had an option that you can get 50% of the salon,
And they didn't.
and let's just say the next summer we will give you like 8 million more, and Gang took it because they needed the money. They took it. But yeah. But back in the day, like Milinkovic Savic was worth like 80 mil. Remember, like those were the numbers. Maybe now, I don't know, but yeah, like those are cheap deals.
So this all stems back from us talking about why our scouts don't dip their toes into that sector of Europe. They never do.
No.
Like it's always French. It's always like I said, Italian or Southern or South American. Which is why it was weird when they signed Ramsey because like
yeah.
Obviously they didn't do their homework. But yeah, and McKennie again, strange, but I'll call McKennie a half win, half loss. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. Like, but like just the money, I think it's still
a
lot of money in my opinion.
I'll say 51% loss because the money is crazy for a relative unknown, and that was their chance. That was their like you said, that was their chance signing. You took a chance on McKennie when you could have probably put it into somebody else.
Yeah. That's why I tried because that somebody wanted Locatelli and Sassuolo said no. So the next day that was who said that? Or it was Carnavali. He said like they called us. We said no, he's not leaving, and the next day they picked up McKennie. So
imagine that list. Imagine that center midfield young profile list. It was Locatelli, then your next guy's McKennie.
Yeah, I was thinking, imagine we got Locatelli back then cheaper. Would he have developed that way under Pirlo? Maybe. Like we don't know.
Yeah.
But if you would have, you could have added someone else this summer. But like those are all ifs and buts.
Yep. So we were just chatting about the transfer market and all those things because it's coming in. What day is it today? 21st? 22nd, I guess, for you?
Yeah.
So in 9 to 10 days, the transfer market is coming. Paulo Dybala will be a free agent or able to sign with whoever he wants in 10 days. So that's another thing. But we all have to say, "Oh my God, he's staying," because somebody said that. Because Romeo Agresti said he's staying. I don't
Same
know.
for Bernadeschi and De Chilo. They can all sign
Yep.
new deals or
Yep.
pre-contracts. Which.
Yep.
So yeah, let's see what's going to happen.
And that will be coming, like we said, shortly. Before we get into extra time, where we take you or we have your questions and we're going to answer them to the best of our abilities, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to stay notified with all of our videos. Coach's Corner will be making its return sometime this week, and our holiday giveaway is, I guess if you're watching today, because you will be, it's today. So stay tuned for that live, because it'll be a great time. So let's get into extra time.
Yeah.
First question from, oh my goodness, Anas Al-Sheikh. Is a swap deal for De Ligt good for the club? So yesterday you and I were live, and I said, how about 100 mil plus a player? And I think I would do that.
It
but
depends.
The player has to be, the player has to be quality, obviously. But I would do 100 mil plus a relatively quality player that's worth 50 mil. I personally would do that.
It needs to be a decent player, and also it needs to be a player we actually need, like not another wing, like, you know what I mean? Not another like the player we already have, the same type of player. Like if you say you're gonna get 100 million euros and a proper number 8 or a DM, or then maybe, but still, like what are the chances of that happening?
What if we, like, I saw the name pop up yesterday, and I was like, I would take 90 mil and Kovacic.
No, I would not.
No.
How old is Kovacic? 28.
I think he's not my age. I think he's a little bit younger.
Is he younger?
Yeah.
Really?
I'll fact check that. Yeah, I think he's younger. He's younger than me.
I like Kovacic. I like him a lot, but he's also very inconsistent.
27.
He's also is he injured now? Because he's not playing again.
He was injured for
again. Yeah, he's not playing much also. But I think I like him. On his day, he's almost unplayable, but he is also very inconsistent, like, in my opinion. And also, if you just hear Chelsea fans talk, like, amazing when he's on it, but he can be not on it for a few games, and we already have so many of those. Like, he will be one of the best. Like, he will be the best midfield maybe at the club.
Most talented one. Say he's top 2 at least.
Yeah, but if he's not always fit or very inconsistent, then
it's a waste. You could have got more money.
But I get your point, but I still think, like, 90 million, like, he's not worth. Again, I'm not saying De Ligt is worth 150 million euros, but that's the clause.
In his contract, in his contract he is.
So yeah, according to the contract he is, and I don't think Kovacic is worth 60 mil.
Did I say 90? I meant to say 100.
Oh, I thought you said 90.
I meant to say 100. I meant to say 100. Okay. Sorry, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But so he's missed. He's only missed games this year because of the pandy.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. That's right. Has he played much?
But he's missed 5 games.
Okay.
Because of the pandy.
We wanted it before he left Inter, but they didn't want to sell to us. But he's a good player. I've always said that. Yeah. He's a very good player.
So if that was the thing, if that was 100 mil plus Kovacic in the summer, he'd be entering his 29th or 28th year, and that's his prime.
Yeah.
That's why I was looking at, and we wanted that experienced midfielder. So that could be him. He's Champions League player, winner, multiple time Champions League winner, went to the World Cup final, yada yada yada. Go on. Then you got 100 mil to play with, but like you said earlier, we won't actually have 100 mil to play with. It'll be like 60 at that point. So could you get Vlahovic and Kovacic a good swap for De Ligt? You're going to say no.
No.
But if it's forced, if he says I need to go, is that replaceable?
Like if you get Like if you tell me the leg is gonna leave, like he wants out, and I get that. I've said it before. If he wants out, he wants out. Like, and someone is gonna match the value. It is what it is. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I would take that. Like if you say he's gonna leave, you're gonna get Kovacic and Vlahovic. Yeah, but then I will go back to, and what at the back? What are we doing?
No, I get it, but I'm just saying if he forces his hand, if Matt says, "Hey, I'm gone, see ya," you would take Kovacic and Vlahovic, correct?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, okay, me too. That's the circumstance I would take them.
You know what? Yeah, you know what the scary part is? The teams that are interested, like Barcelona, like what the hell are they gonna offer us? Like,
yeah, no, I don't even consider them a player or not. Like
you never know.
Get out of here. If they get those loans from a bank, I'm gonna say to Agnelli, go get those loans as well. Yeah,
and also PSG, like you know what PSG is gonna offer Paredes, and you know the club is gonna take that. You know that.
Oh, dude, they gotta cough up more money then.
And Wijnaldum, like those are the players you're gonna get from those teams. Like players like scraps, they don't want. They're gonna offer everyone they don't want, and the club is gonna take some of them because we are forced to sell him because he doesn't want to stay. And nobody's paying 100. You know what's going to happen. That's why I'm not. People are saying, yeah, if he wants to leave, okay, I get that, but you're getting 150 mil. Like, I'm not excited about that. I'm not. I'd rather have a very good player than 150 mil, or 60 mil and three scrappy players to make up for the rest of the money.
No one wants a scrappy player.
But you know what I mean.
That'd be horrendous. Yeah, that'd be horrendous.
Even like, but you know the club is gonna do it. Like I can see it, and that's my feeling. I can be completely wrong, and then I will come on the show and I'm like, wow, we pulled it off. Like we replaced the league and we got quality. I will be here and I will be hyped. But my feeling is it's not gonna happen because I've seen the last 3 years. And the way they plan things, and the way they plan things is the reason we are in this mess now. So why would I give them credit, or why should I be
give them credit now because Paratici is not here, and we haven't seen a swap with Cherubini and Arrivabene yet. That's the only saving grace at this point. I know Agnelli's still running the show, but honest to God, if we get Paredes, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna come on here and probably like just cry.
Yeah, but like if you lose the lake and you get money and Paredes in return, then we all should cry.
Yeah.
And then I will come on the show and say Cherubini failed already.
Yeah, no, that's automatic. Like that's almost fireable. But he won't get fired because the board signs off on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
to answer your question, very depressing.
Yeah, it's a very depressing. Like, it's not even January yet, and we're already thinking about like the horrific July and June we're about to have.
And that's without even taking into consideration not making top 4, maybe.
Correct.
So that's also a thing you need to.
I was already thinking that we weren't making top 4.
Okay. I know. I left that out, completely blanked that out. So
yeah.
I'm not going to do that to myself. It's almost midnight.
Okay, so basically at the end of the day, is a swap deal for De Ligt good for the club? I would say, depending on the player and the money coming in. If it's 100 and Kovacic and De Ligt is demanding out, I'll take that.
Yeah. And then you have no choice, basically.
Yeah. So then we'll move on to at Transparent Man capital K. Should Juve invest on a goalkeeper? Thought on Buffon returning. Should Juve sign Gravenberch over Pogba? Should Juve make De Ligt their captain?
So I will start with De Ligt
rapid fire.
Because we ended with De Ligt. No, because he's probably gonna leave. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
It's banter. Like it's just taking the piss out of the rest of the locker room, basically.
Yeah.
Then because this question came in before the game, so what Tag did during the game won't take anything away from it. I'm saying no because I still think he's a good goalkeeper, and we have bigger problems than Chesney. We didn't get Donnarumma.
Oh well, that's life.
On a free, it sucks. But but we don't have the money to go and spend on a goalkeeper now. Thoughts on
especially one that will be better than Tech.
Yeah,
yeah.
Who's coming in, because you need to pay, and you also have him on the bench on a big wage. So
Yeah.
that was the main problem of not getting Donnarumma. Like if the pandemic didn't happen, I'm pretty sure we would have Ronaldo would still be at the club. We would have maybe Pogba and Donnarumma would be in goal, probably.
Yeah, no, that was what was going to happen, and Dybala would be gone, and we wouldn't have to worry about him and his wage.
So yeah, no, I would not invest. Maybe in the like we should be thinking, starting from next year, the club should be thinking about that for sure. Which they didn't do with the defense, in my opinion, but they should be doing that from next season going on. They should be thinking about the replacement for Chesney. Just looking around, maybe a young goalkeeper, keeping an eye on someone. Doesn't perform returning, maybe as manager.
No,
I don't know.
I thought player, no.
Oh, as a player, no, of course not. No.
Yeah, that's a no. It's been. Don't be Brett Favre. Don't just keep coming back into another. Stop.
Yeah, I didn't even
enjoy Parma. And do your thing.
I didn't even like that he came back the second time.
It's kind of weird.
I was happy that he was there, but it didn't felt the same. It was weird because I was at the stadium the last game before he left for PSG, and for me that was the end basically.
Yeah.
I was there. It was kind of emotional. He was leaving, okay. Yeah. Then he came back. He was still fantastic, but it didn't feel the same in my opinion.
Yeah.
Felt very strange. Also because he was on the bench. It didn't feel right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then should Juve sign Gravenberch over Pogba? It probably I'm not saying he's better, but we cannot sign Pogba. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you saying we can't sign Pogba even if we make the Champions League?
No.
Okay.
Club is not handing out that wage to a 29-year-old. I think they're not gonna do that.
Okay.
It's done. It didn't happen 2 years back. It's done now. He's not coming back. Okay. So, but I would like Gravenberch, but I don't think he's coming. I don't know. I just have the feeling the club will bring back Rovella and they will look elsewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I think.
The investing on a goalkeeper, I'm gonna say no, like you said, but you got to have some internal growth there, and that's got to be Israel coming up, to replace Perrine. It's just got to be him, in my opinion. I can't have the team spending money on Cranio because he's going to be cheap when Cagliari gets relegated.
No, I think the second goalkeeper next year is going to be Consigli or Sirigu. That's what the club is going to do.
I don't want that.
And I said it before. You will be very, very, very unlucky that it would happen in that season that Chesney picks up an injury and he misses months, and you need to play Israel out of nowhere. That would be so unlucky. You know what I mean? But I think because the club because the coach rotates the goalkeeper quite often, not much this season to be honest. I think they're gonna bring in experience, and I have no problem with that. If Israel will be the third option, and he will learn, and then he will step up to be the second one. Have one season with the team under the belt. But Pinsoglio is there for the vibes, so that's also not possible.
Exactly.
So let's see, but I think they're gonna go that way, on that route. I saw a report saying they want to renew Perine's contract, and he was thinking about it, and I was like, no.
Why?
He's already on almost 3 million euros because you got it on a free the first time.
No, we bought him.
No, we got him on a free.
Did we?
Yeah, we signed him on a free. That's why we got him. So I'm saying no because I think he's a good goalkeeper, but that's it. I don't really rate Perrine. I never did. I think he's a good mid-table goalkeeper, a steady mid-table goalkeeper, and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. So that's the goaltender talk, and then I guess I'll answer. I already answered the Buffon one. The Lit one I already answered, and should Juve sign Gravenberch over Pogba? No, I still want Pogba over Gravenberch. I understand the allure. Yeah, but If you're asking me straight up between these two, I'll take Pogba.
Yeah, in the ideal world, yeah.
Yeah.
But
All
yeah.
good. Moving on to Real Episkak. Oh, Real Epic Zach. Oh my god,
Oh,
sorry.
you messed it up, man.
Yeah, I thought it was a Polish name, but it's Real Epic Zach. Goodness gracious. I'm having a nightmare. Sorry. What potential transfers can we afford that can fix the holes in this team? Well, we need Man City's budget.
Yeah, although fix. Oh, if you want to do that in one summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Because let's go over it. Like you need, like in
A center back.
an ideal world, if the league leaves, I think you need 2 center backs, one starting and one to back up Chiellini, to back up the Bonucci, because he's not gonna play week in week out. Chiellini's never, like he's not always fit. Rugani ain't dead, so that's in my opinion 2. And then Sandro needs to be replaced. That's 3.
100%. That's 3.
If you're gonna play Quadrado right back, you don't need to replace the Chilio. I think you need to replace 3 midfielders at least.
Okay, so that's 6 players.
You're gonna need to replace. I keep saying it, Bernadeschi, but he's staying. Like, it's nothing personal, but like I'm not gonna judge him based on these last couple of games. I'm not gonna forget the last 4 years. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like those, you see that in the NFL contract year, bam, they smash it. Like Butterfree, smash it.
Yep.
Joins Tennessee, kind of stinks.
Happens all the time in hockey as well.
And it happens all the time. It happens. Like it's a thing. So for me, him, Morata.
Yep, that's 8 now.
I will say Keane again. Like I'm not this biggest fan.
9.
Never was. Yeah.
9 players.
And also, yeah, that's also improving the bench, because like our bench quality is also not something fantastic.
Yep.
So yeah. But realistically, if we can get 3 in the summer, we should be happy, and that's including replacing the league. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Then that's it. And what potential?
It's not going to be real epic, Zach. The transfer window. That's what's not going to be real epic.
And you also say what potential transfers. If he wants names, you can get the names, but you're not gonna like them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you can say Vlahovic, you can say Lucas Digne, and you can say as a midfielder, I can't even tell you a midfielder. Besides
Rovella coming back,
we all know. Zakaria.
We all know we all know it's not happening. Like.
Yeah.
It didn't even happen when we had the cash. Like we declined the midfield for years and years, and we had the money. We had money. We were a healthy club, kind of healthy. You know what I mean?
And we didn't. To roll with Khedira, Matuidi, and Pjanic.
And now we are with our backs against the walls, and I don't know who expects us to fix all those problems in one summer. It's not gonna happen.
Yep. So I agree with you as well. Nothing's gonna, like, if you can get even, like you said, two holes fixed in the summer without creating a massive hole somewhere else, but Delit. It's a win. But again, we'll see. We'll move on to @Juve_FI.
So that's Juve Finland.
Juve Finland. Yeah. Okay, so @Juve Finland. When will Juve see their next homegrown talent next year? Well, Keane is there.
Yeah, I think he means the next one.
Oh, the next one? Okay. Fagioli?
Do you think he's going to come back and stay with the club next summer?
Watch my video and you'll see my answer.
So no.
I guess Coney de Winter. Does he count as he's already there or no?
Yeah, but like... Yeah, he's homegrown 3 years now, 4 years, I would say, yeah. But Fagioli has been there for a long time.
Yeah, I'll say Fagioli just because.
I will say the Winter, if he counts. Because
that's why I was asking you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, if he counts, yeah, because I read his interview in the Belgian paper,
Then I'm going to say him as well.
and he said
Go.
like he could have joined Bruges. Like we know that, we all knew that. I tweeted it out in the summer.
Yeah.
And then Juve said like they couldn't agree on the conditions. Like the club wanted to have an option.
Yeah.
And Bruges not, and then Juve wanted to drive up the price if there was no option, and they couldn't pay that. And he said like, I was close, but with what I know now, I'm happy I've stayed. And he means I'm getting minutes, I'm getting into the first team around, and in the first team, a bit like Keane when he first came up to the scene. Only he got loaned out to Verona and then came back and broke through in that season. Yeah. In the last part of the season, where he was basically carrying that team.
Yeah, he was.
Front. Like he was scoring week in, week out. Big games, big goals. But I would say him because, like, going off that interview, the feeling I got from it is like he knows it's close. Like he will be in the first team very soon. That's my, like, not just around, but just in it. That makes me think that he's gonna be the backup center back / right back next summer.
Yep.
That kind of makes sense if you're gonna sell the league and you bring in a starter, basically, quote unquote. You have Chiellini and you have him around with the guys. Also, he's around now this season, so that would kind of make sense. But I'm not saying it's gonna be, how do you want to say it? Like a bullseye. It's gonna work immediately because like he's 19 and he's gonna make mistakes, which is fine.
Young, yeah.
Like
super young dude.
Yeah, like at 19, De Ligt was captain of Ajax playing Europa League finals.
Yep.
So that's the contrast. So he's gonna come into the first team and he's gonna be making mistakes, which is only normal.
Yep.
It is.
It's also okay to learn or make those mistakes beside Chiellini or Bonucci.
Yeah.
Because they could. Bonucci's not going to make up for your mistake, but Chiellini will make up for your mistake. So that might not be a bad thing. So it's most likely De Winter's the next guy. But he's got the physical attributes already. He's 19, but he's massive physically. I can't. I see him more as a center back than a right back.
Yeah. But like he also said, I'm good on the ball.
Yeah,
like I am.
He is, but I can't see him getting down the wing, crossing the ball like a proper 2022 right fullback should be.
Yeah, but it's Allegri, like.
Yeah, that's true. We don't even see that anyway.
And you never know. Maybe he changes to a back three. Then, I don't know. But he also said something about the game against Malmo, and he said like, I only knew 3 hours before kickoff. So he basically outed Allegri, because he always said like, oh, I just decide before the game, and he said like usually we know the lineup the day before in the last training.
Yeah.
And he said he told me only 3 hours before kickoff, which made me think that he didn't want to put pressure on him, that he wouldn't be overthinking things. People were going mad about it, but I think that was just what Allegri was trying to.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay.
I agree with that.
So also based on that, I think like all the reports say Allegri likes him. Like he really likes him. He wanted to keep him. Like he wasn't really a fan of letting him go to Bruges. So let's like at some point you need to bring them through and test them out. If it doesn't work, well, it was worth a shot, I would say.
Yeah.
If it works, you will save the club a lot of money, because like Rovella,
exactly.
The way he's playing now, 80 million euros look like kind of like a steal. Like if he's performing like this, and you want to get him in the summer, it will be 25, 26 or something like that, So, and the way Fagioli is playing, I don't know if he's coming in and doing the same things in Serie A.
That remains to be seen. I think he does need that step up first, to be honest.
He's 21 now?
Yeah, he's a year older than Fagioli, or than Rovella.
So he's 20.
He's 20, but he's turning 21.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Let's
see.
No,
I think they're the same age. But he just has an earlier birthday.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Like, if he comes back and just sit on the bench, then again, no.
Yeah.
And then get a season under the belt in Serie A at a decent team. Especially the way he wants to play, it should be a decent team where you can showcase your abilities.
Yeah.
Like a Sassuolo or even
Yep.
Verona, to be honest.
Yep. Say if Fratesi gets sold, hopefully Fagioli can go out on loan to them.
Fratesi, man. I said it at the start of the season. Like, I like him.
Yeah.
But he's going Inter. But I really like him.
I hope Carnevale plays hardball with them too.
He has a good relationship with Marotta.
Yeah.
Very good one. But to be honest, he also has a good one with Agnelli. So, or with the family in general. But, like, I've said it before, I'm not just all Italian. Like, if they're good, they're good. But, like, if you can build a kind of all Italian midfield, that will be very great because, you know, they're not going to leave. They're not going to go England, Germany. They're going to stay. And that will be massive because that's a spine.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's just
you attract other players then at that point.
Yeah, but I think that's just a dream.
Yeah.
Also because they're all so young, it's not gonna happen, especially with Allegri, which is fine. Like, I don't think you need to play like Locatelli and 2 19-year-olds and expect to dominate in Italy. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yes, we do. We need Rovella to start with Locatelli and, let's say, Fratesi. And they're all going to play together, and they're all going to dominate every single game.
I think they will be better than what we have now, but we're still not going to dominate. We're not going to dominate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need experience in there somehow.
Well, by that time, Locatelli will be the experience because he'll be 24 next year with mounds and mounds of experience in Serie A and a European title.
Again, when he came on for 10 minutes, it looked different. Like, it's lively.
Yeah.
Like, he pops up. Like, he actually takes over the screen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can see his movement.
He passes. Yep.
Like, it's so insane. Every time. So, yeah. So that's the question.
Good. Yeah. So, that's our long-winded question saying Coney de Winter is the next player to come up. So that's it for the injury time questions, and that segment is now complete. Thank you for all your questions; they were pretty good today. As we always say, like the chat or like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow or push the bell icon to stay notified. Anything else you'd like to say going into the holiday break regarding our stance our standings in the league, going into the transfer window? Anything you want to say?
So we play bad football, but it's 4 points. I did not expect that, to be honest. A few weeks back, I would expect it's still 10, maybe 9. 4 is, I would say, it's positive. It's not positive. It's sad, but it's still, it's something
better than where we were.
It's something to hold on to going into the winter break and basically go into the big games. Like, you have something actually to play for. Now, if it were 10 and you need to play Napoli at home, Roma away, it's kind of like, oh my god, yeah. But now it's 4. Now it's 4. It's close. Like, you need to believe in it. It's very close. Winning a big game, and you basically knock out someone else, or you put them back. So so that's what I wanted to say, and don't expect anything from January, especially incoming. I think we're just gonna talk about Ramsey leaving, Arthur leaving on loan, and maybe or maybe not offers coming in for Kulusevski. That's what I think is gonna happen. We're gonna be on it with some good live shows, transfer live shows, some more podcasts, maybe if we're gonna link with players, some coaches corners. But I think that's all gonna have to wait more until the summer, in my opinion. So yeah.
Good stuff. That was episode 5 of the Bianconeri Zone podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone stays safe because stuff is happening again. And I hope everyone has a happy holiday if we do not see you, and if you don't join the live tomorrow announcing our winner. So with that...
No, today.
That's right. I made a mistake because today for me is still Tuesday, and tomorrow the video drops. So with that, follow Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram at Bianconeri Zone. Oh, also, make sure you vote for that thing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna retweet that around Turin. We're in the quarterfinals against a big account, but I will tweet it out.
Yeah.
Just vote for us on Twitter.
So stay tuned for our Twitter account and for that announcement. Follow LA on Twitter at AleandroBZ. Follow Justin at Justin Safaro. Follow myself if you want at Gennady151. Thank you for listening today. Enjoy your day.
Ciao.